Greetings, mortals. I am Natas, one of the rulers of the underworld, or specifically the ruler of Manga Hell. And today, I'll be reacting to the newest chapter. Welcome to Demon School Iruma-kun. Chapter 61, titled Traitor. Traitor? Now, I would say this title makes sense about the whole traitor, but the thing is, Atori, we already know Shida and Atori are traitors. They're more like spies, not traitors when it comes to that thing. And let's be real here. No one in Yuma's class right now, as we've seen, can really be considered a traitor. Like, oh, the title, it's a nice title and it does kind of make sense, but it really should be put a little bit, a bit later in the whole story. Like maybe when Shida betrays, does that traitor stuff for Bell or something like that. But I guess what can you do, I suppose. So, anyways, let's get into the proper chapter, shall we? So we start this chapter off with a flashback as we see Iruma as a child, as we have Iruma thinking to himself, since I was little, I've been developing a certain ability. As then we see a little Iruma who honestly doesn't look to be older than 5? Maybe it's supposed to be 6, but I'm pretty sure it's like the size and his jump. He looks more like a fucking, somewhere between 4 or 6, honestly. So, so yeah, 5, I would say. Even that, I think it's a bit older. As he's like in the two-way path, as he's like one path where it's like all, shiny with plants and butterflies and sunlight, and the other part that's like dark, gloomy, and full with vines. As then we have this Iruma moving forward. He actually goes into like the dark, shadowy part. As then Iruma says, the ability to sense danger. As then we see like him going through and like so this shiny path was actually gonna lead to a cliff that's below a bunch of spikes, while the tree field was just going naturally to the other side. As then we have Iruma like walking through this forest, as Iruma's thinking to himself, having been through so many hardships, my body instinctively learned to sense any hint of danger. As then we have him thinking to himself again, never forget, danger is always lurking around every corner. No, I'm not sure if this is supposed to be like kind of what actually is the first time that Iruma's danger sensibility was activated. Because I think up to now it was always just stated like because of all the shit that his parents had him go through at such a young age that he just naturally like developed this danger sense, and this is the actual like example of it, or is this just like a symbolic type of thing? Like yeah, if there's like a dangerous area that is very like holy and all that, he will be able to tell because of the danger sense. So yeah. Also, the funny thing about this visualization is also kind of showing the path that Yuma goes as the demon lord instead of being a human and all that. So it's kind of funny to think about that perspective. Well, funny enough, we actually don't have that many angels in the story. Once you think of it, like I don't think would they ever even hinted or stated. Like I know humans have been talked about and consider how do they act and look like and all that stuff, but I don't know if we ever got like anyone wondering how angelic beings. Maybe they just don't exist, but it's kind of weird. Like maybe Clara's wings are gonna be like angelic wings, since she's kind of like keeping them hidden, but it's still kind of weird. So yeah, anyways, then we cut to the present as we see Iruma as soon as he, had like that. Yes, we're almost gonna succeed as he gets that danger sense, and the danger sense here is like him like completely shitting himself. As then we have Iruma thinking of my body froze, warning me of a life or death situation. As we see like then we see like Atoi's hand just approaching him, as then Iruma like immediately turning around with as he sees Atori's hands, as Iruma then just realizes like I can't dodge. So if anyone's wondering, it's there that here, in case there's some confusion, Iruma here is like he's able to sense her, but he himself isn't fast enough. Which says more about Atori's speed and a plot hole. Again, just to be clear, because I feel like a lot of people miss very obvious little details like this sometimes. And then I'll be like, I have only a second to make a decision. And then Iruma immediately screams, Sensei! Which is definitely the best decision. As then Caligo immediately like just straight around Iruma uses a bunch of his lightning to like just have deflect, honestly, by the looks of things, Atoi's hands. So yeah, as then we have Iruma like going down a bit, as everyone's kind of shocked to it. And they have Iruma falling down as Asmodeus is like, Iruma-sama! And Kusai also run with him. And then we have Kalago removing his mask, and she's like, stay back! So yeah, even Kalago could tell, yeah, this is actual danger here, people. As then we have a toy stepping on the shoulder, like, ha, 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 as he's stepping. And then we have Iruma and Kusela both be there, and they both are like, oh shit. Which is funny because Iruma should be like, oh shit, I know. Is that a toy coming from it? But she's like looming down, she looks really kind of beaten up. I guess all that running and potentially even more fights that we haven't seen, he actually has gotten pretty banged up there. As we have to be like, that zap got me good. And I can just imagine how creepy that's gonna sound in the anime. Like I could just see it with the sound effects and everything. I mean, such a doom behind him. As then we have someone be like, a toy sensei? As Azuma's like, a teacher? As Yuma's like, he's all beat up? So yeah, I guess they are shot just because of the beat up. And then Jazz be like, huh? What's with his arms? So yeah, even the arms. Wait. Okay, why are they reacting weirdly to his arms? Like, I get. Alright, so okay, we know that. Alright, we know there's no such thing as spider demons, but are there really no demons in the underworld that have like multiple arms? Again, I can't remember there were any, which is probably the problem. But the thing is, you could always like have that background character like that. But still, it's kind of weird how there's like that's like the weird thing, multiple hands. As then we have a Tori looking there kind of like, alright, I'm done with your BS, everyone. I have no time for this. And then he immediately goes to grab, and then like a piece of the light, he's like holding the light, Galago's lighting, which is more like a normal force field, as he's trying to send the other hands at Iruma, as the toys then like, back off, guard dog! As then we have a toy saying, I finally found him! As we see Iruma there, as then we have like a story's hands piercing through the lightning. And then we have Kalago sending the lightning to blast Atoy away. As then Kalago's like, he's clearly acting outside of his role in the exam. Bastard! So yeah, in case anyone's wondering, yes, Kalago has no idea what's going on. So his whole fluffy form really gave them a big memo drop. My god, you would think they would at least design something for Kalago to be able to inform what the status is on everything. Like seriously, I mean, you'd think they would at least like. I'm not he transformed, so maybe like he had the earring but he got broken or something. But you'd think there would at least be like some way to have Kalago be informed of everything. Like you'd think teachers would be like, oh yeah, by the way, in case Iruma summons you because you're his familia, use this to contact us and inform us just so we'll know what the status is. So, anyways, there we have Kalago saying, "What do you think you're doing?" As there we have a toy like clapping his hands together, be like, "I said, back off!" As he goes there to like strike like a spear, and actually breaks Kalago's lightning force field thing. So yeah, a toy isn't messing around. Everyone who's thinking that a toy and Kalago and Balam would mess all the six fingers up badly. It, by looks of things, while they do seem to be stronger, it doesn't seem to be by that. It doesn't seem like it's one of those slaughter moments. Mind you, Adore is number 4 in the organization, so who's to say about the rest? As then we have Kagobek, I can't fight well in this form. Ugh. So this guy also gotta be like one of the explanations here with him also saying, damn it, in this form I can't fight. Which gives me the idea it's more like his power is still there, but you know, actual like fists, kicks, and you know, the blocks are something that's very difficult for him because you know he's a fucking well, a ball of fluff, basically. Kind of difficult for that part, which is probably, which again is probably the reason why he's helping. But again, you have to also remember Otto is pretty beat up as well. Like it's pretty much, I'm guessing it was like a lot of hit and run tactics here, or like getting hit and then running away, so you don't waste too much time on that. Anyways, you have a toy back. Don't push yourself. You're all fluffy now. And then we have this like Adonis has like scratching, which I'm not sure if that's like an ability of a spider or a spider demon's lore or something, but it's kind of weird how his hands are also like kind of moving up and extending his and down. They also seem to have like this very weird like no joint kind of movement a lot of times. So yeah, it's kind of weird on that front. Anyways, they'll be like, you really think you can carry all this baggage by yourself? Is there the other four hands that Authority has going over and going at all the students? As we have like Asmodeus trying to like grab Iruma, as then we have Calico be like telling Robiak, in prison, claw cage. It's like it's that punishment or capture spell is not gonna be useful as even a defense. I guess it was probably just like one of those. Okay, I have to use something to defend them, and this is the best option. But it's kind of funny to think about that way. As they have that claw cage, but it seems like it actually went through it, or maybe it got in it before. Actually, I looked at the next panel. It looks like it was more like two of the hands actually got inside. Yeah, I think it's two of the hands got inside the cage before it was closed. It also shows the speed. And when they we see Atori's hands there, two of those hands there in between, and they're actually cracking their fangs. As they are, Tori grabs Iruma and pulls him out with one as he's working, as he's scratching. And then he's pointing Iruma back to him. Iruma is over that. And then Asmo is like, Iruma-sama! As then we have Iruma be like, in a life with that situation, you have only a second to make a decision. As then we have Yuma go in, try to activate his ring to use it, but then his hands are starting to get tied. Like I think his left hand gets tied completely, and then his right hand's starting to get tied up, or his ring hand. As then we see a toy like using the threads to like tie Iruma up, like a cocooning him basically. No, I know I think about it. There are a lot of similarities between a toy and Nibiru from Fairy Tail 100 Quest once you actually look at the two, and aside from the spider thing. So yeah, now he's all fed up. As then we have Atori be like, oh, calm, being like going a bit. It's like, shh, be a good boy. It's almost gonna be cocooned. As then we have Asmodeus and Kalago both preparing to their lightning and fire to send Atori. Although maybe they're holding it back because Yuma's not the enemy, I'm in danger. As Atori speaking his sentence, but Iruma-chan. And then we see Iruma being almost completely closed in cocoon with his frets and everything, as it looks like his eyes are closing. As there you thinking to yourself, and never again with and never forget, danger is always. And then we see the frets opening up again. As we see the next spell, a double page spread of Shida just slamming into a Tori and sending him away, as it seems like a Iruma's friends are getting undone when she slammed him. Like, my god, that looks painful. And so the final page of the chapter, we see their faces, and Ishida looks at Atori like, you're fucking dead. And Atori's face doesn't actually look like, actually, Atori does look completely like, oh, fuck it, oh. As then Irma Yan says, lurking around every corner to end the sentence. And yeah, that looks fucking painful. I guess the whole discussion they had about Shida's bloodline ability with Torture Sensei was actually foreshadowing about Shida kicking the ever-loving shit out of Atori. Like, my god, this looks fucking painful. I mean, I'm not saying this set proves that Shida is the strongest one, and also it could just be like an end of chapter thing. How? I mean, from the spoilers that have come out for the next chapter, apparently it's not even like it doesn't even start with a toy being knocked out. It starts with Sylvia walking. The fact that Calico's lightning didn't really seem to be that big of a damage to Atori, like more like a standard like zapping thing. You could argue that it should have been that it's not the strongest, but still, like that didn't really do much. Even our hits didn't really like, do much. Yet here we have she had just one kick, eyes white, white eye, and so yeah, Atori is fucking broken. I wonder if his arms are destroyed. So yeah, anyways, end of chapter narrations. We have they're saying a flash of lightning. Shida's kick crushes the six finger and Atori's plan. So yeah, I'm guessing this means that Atori's plan is now out. Questioning on if he's gonna stay conscious and escape or what's gonna happen on that front is up in the air. But my God, was that just the most badass fucking battle out there? Now I'm not sure how much of the chapter has already been released because this chapter for Iruma-kun has actually been, delayed a bit or something's been keeping it away for a bit. But yeah, if I had to assume, I could see this now being like, with the first page being revealed, I'm kind of getting the feeling like this kind of is like over, and the next chapter be more like trying to get everyone up to speed and stuff like that. Maybe Ishida trying to make an excuse, but that's like why she's not why that like remember even though Atori has been on the one doing that and Ishida has like beat the shit out of him like she's clear on their side in terms of this. You have to remember that Shida and Atori are it seems like they are it's known for the teachers and anyone that they are have kind of a connection. So maybe Shida's gotta blame it on Atori's bloodline ability. Hell, she would probably you could use. Oh yeah, he's definitely his release state or his evil state. I thought he was. I honestly didn't expect. I have no idea why he went after Iruma or something. Although again, it's like the thing is, even if Shida like escapes this, like I don't think the whole Six Fingers thing is gonna be plot is gonna be revealed right now. I think it's gonna be like like it's difficult to tell. Like we don't know a lot of things, so it has to go mostly with speculation. But what I think is the case for now is that Shida will we have to the Shida will have to try to find a way to explain herself so she doesn't get punished. Like again, helping here Doi gives her credit, but you can still she'll still be questioned essentially. So yeah, that's it for this chapter. All in all, it's a pretty action-packed chapter, and that ending with Shida is definitely top-notch. But yeah. So, anyways, I hope you like this chapter reaction. I hope you leave your thoughts on this chapter in the comments below. Don't forget to leave a like, subscribe to this channel for more videos in the future. And with that said, I cannot wait to see all of you mortals next time. Goodbye.